Tea at the Treedome. Chapter 9, the last chapter. SpongeBob SquarePants was having the most pleasant dream. He was at a swanky beach party at Goo Lagoon, and all of his friends were there. Patrick was doing the limbo under a seaweed string, and Mr. Krabs was busy cooking up a grill full of Krabby Patties. SpongeBob's new pal Sandy was lifting weights and impressing everyone with her astonishing strength. His pet snail Gary was off to one side, meowing happily as SpongeBob gave him a pat on the head. Even grumpy old Squidward appeared to be enjoying himself as he played a jazzy tune on his clarinet. And best of all, there was water everywhere. He gave a long sigh of relief. Water splashed to his left and flowed to his right. SpongeBob opened his eyes. A familiar blue-green haze hung in front of his vision like a curtain. He smacked his lips. Something tasted wet. Could it be? Yes, it was water. Sweet, sweet water. "Rise and shine, SpongeBob," Sandy said. "Y'all gave me quite a scare. You two were dried up like beef jerky on a North Dallas blacktop." SpongeBob looked up and saw Sandy was standing on a ladder. She was holding a garden hose. A steady stream of water was pouring out of the hose and into the open tops of the glass helmets that SpongeBob and Patrick were now wearing. "I modified some of my old air helmets," Sandy said. "Turns out they hold water just as good as air." SpongeBob stood up and stretched as Sandy finished filling his helmet. "There, that ought to do it," she said, turning off the hose. "How do you feel?" "Like a brand new sponge," SpongeBob replied. "Me too," Patrick added. "Well, maybe not like a sponge, but I feel brand new." SpongeBob looked down at the tops of his sensible black shoes. He couldn't look Sandy in the eye. "I'm sorry for all the trouble," he said. The squirrel laughed. "Weren't no trouble. If you needed water, you should have asked." "Yes, SpongeBob," Patrick said. "You should have asked." SpongeBob glared at Patrick. "As I recall," he said in a frosty tone, "someone taught me asking for stuff at a tea party was bad manners." "Really?" Patrick said innocently. "Who was that?" Stepping off the ladder, Sandy fetched a tray with 3 glasses of home-brewed iced Texas tea and a platter of cookies. "Well, now that you're back to normal, let's have our goodies," she said. Everyone took a glass of tea. "I propose a toast," Sandy announced, holding out her glass. "To new friends." "To new friends," SpongeBob and Patrick agreed, tilting their glasses for a drink and spilling the tea down the fronts of their water helmets. "Hold on a second," Sandy said. "I got an idea." She climbed back up the ladder and dropped a tea bag into SpongeBob and Patrick's helmets. Inside the glass containers, the water started to change color from a pale blue to a lovely golden shade of brown. "Drink up," Sandy announced. "Ahem." Patrick cleared his throat. He then held up his pinky. SpongeBob giggled and held up his pinky too. Sandy shrugged. She was still getting used to the strange ways of these sea critters. She also stuck out her pinky. Everyone took a long, cool drink of their tea and smiled. "Ah," SpongeBob said. "Delicious." The end.